Hello, this is Nelson with Gita Sporting Goods. Today we're looking at the new 2012 Pinarello Quattro. This particular bike is equipped with Shimano Ultegra Di2 electronic componentry. This bike retails for $5,500. The frame is built of 30 HM12K carbon fiber. It is specially designed for this electronic Group O. As you can see, it's got internal cable routing for all the electronics, does not have facilities for mechanical componentry whatsoever. The Quattro shares a very similar racing geometry to the Dogma 2 and the rest of the Pinarello line. In fact, the molds used for the Quattro are the same ones as used for the Paris. So it'll be the exact same geometry, very similar ride characteristics to the Paris. Since at least the very early 70s, Pinarello has constantly had a professional team, or several, that they've been sponsoring and dealing with feedback, so they have really dialed it in. As with all Pinarellos, the carbon fiber used in this frame is from Toreco, one of the premier carbon fiber manufacturers out of Japan. Quattro is available in 10 sizes, which is quite a bit more than most of our competition. This allows you to be able to get the best fit possible with a Pinarello. One of Pinarello's unique characteristics that runs throughout their line is the Onda fork and seat stay system. We're frequently asked why Pinarello has gone to this shape. The main reason for this is that it gives a bit more carbon fiber for any road shock to be transmitted through. Carbon fiber is a very good damping material. It can actually make this ride a bit smoother because it is damping some of the road shock before it reaches the rider. The Quattro shares a lot of features with the rest of the Pinarello lineup. First is the asymmetry throughout the frame set. You'll notice that the fork has one blade thicker than the other. The shape of the top tube, down tube, chain stays, seat stays are all asymmetric. The reasoning behind this is that the forces acting on the bicycle from the drivetrain being offset to the right side stresses the frame differently from side to side. So what Pinarello has done through a lot of computer modeling is determine where the most stress is on the frame. They built that area up by changing the profile of the tubing, and they've been able to eliminate weight and reduce the size in other places where the stresses aren't quite as high. And because the drivetrain is offset, this varies from side to side on the bike. What this gives you is a lot more stability when you're putting a lot of power to the pedals. For climbing, sprinting, anytime you're putting out a lot of output, it will make the bike a lot more stable, keep things just a lot more under control. You don't have the skittishness with the rear wheel wanting to jump around or the front end of the bike. Also for 2012, a new innovation is going to an 1.5 inch fork crown on the bike. This larger bearing and fork crown gives a lot more stability to the front end. It allows the bike to be a lot stiffer in the front. Gives you a much less chance of any chattering from braking, strengthens the front end, makes it handle much more crisply, responsively in fast turning situations. All of Pinarello road frames have met the UCI certification to be legal for any UCI racing events. They were one of the very first companies to get on this once it was required this past year. And you'll see there is a UCI certification label on the top of the top tube on this frame. For more information on the Pinarello Quattro or any other Pinarello product, please check with your local Pinarello dealer.